Oh, let me try to unmute there. Well, hello and welcome to Sim Night over here on the channel. It is yet another extra life stream. And yeah, it started almost on time. It's been a crazy week. Apologize for the lack of promotion. It's really been a crazy month and hard to think that game day is really only what, we're less than 20 days away now. That's kind of crazy to think about. And it looks like my Final Fantasy, it's been so long since I played Final Fantasy 16, doing the hard mode Final Fantasy run. I have no idea if I'll get back into it before game day, but I have a feeling the completion of that playthrough will happen during game day, as well as a whole lot of others, because doing all this, whether it's a sim, whether it's game day, whether it's any other stream that is on this channel, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of the VODs on those channels, this is all to help change kids' health. This Extra Life takes gamers like myself, and we are able to play games, share our passion for gaming, the stories we love, the games we love to play, have fun with our communities, and do a lot of good to change kids' health. And yes, Golden is thy name. I believe that's Benny as well, if I remember right. Yes, it is on a bye week. I got very lucky this week, so I don't have to do any juggling. It's going to be a full focus on Extra Life. I know there's other stuff going around the college football world. I think I'll be able to maintain. Right now, just so you know, preliminary plans are to start Saturday evening. So it'll be Saturday evening. What I want to do is my counterparts that also raise money for the Children's Health Foundation for Oklahoma City. They are going to be doing a 24-hour event that starts Friday and Saturday night. The initial plan I have right now is to kind of find out how their event went, how theirs did, and then we'll be going there. See, I remember names more often than not. All right, there we go. That's the pitch for this, but we got a sim to do. And if this is your first week here, a reminder that everything that goes on in the sim, whether it's an injury, wins, losses, everything else around college football, the sim runs the show. So right now, the Irish have the same record, but the loss came to Louisville right before the bye week. Georgia Tech in this sim is 5-2. They did actually start their season by beating Florida State. Florida State's won a few more games since then. And in case you're wondering, Notre Dame, hilariously, if it's in the game, it's in the game, right? Fell from number 11 last week to number 12 this week, even though they won very convincingly against Stanford. Where have we seen that before? So sometimes the sim may do its own thing, but it's kind of hilarious how it mirrors real life. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. Let's get this sucker rolling. And here we are inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium for a neutral site matchup as Notre Dame takes on Georgia Tech on the quote-unquote road. We'll see what this looks like in real life, but right here it looks like it is a pretty heavy Georgia Tech fan base here, although there's a little bit of blue and gold sprinkled in there. And here come the Irish. Notre Dame coming in at 5-1, taking on Georgia Tech at 5-2. Oh, well, the blue and gold was Georgia Tech. Go me. And we are about to kick off here. Notre Dame wins the toss. They will kick, and I will actually try to remember who won the toss this time around. This will be returned, and as been typical all season, Notre Dame cuts them down early. So Georgia Tech comes out, not quite the triple option offense that had happened way back ago. The machine has gotten cranked up into a modern day offense, and the Yellow Jackets will start on their own 18. Hines King has play action, decides to scramble. He is spied by Jalen Sneed. It picks up a 3-yard gain. So the former Texas A&M quarterback trying to lead Georgia Tech on what would be a major upset. Handoff here across to the right side, and that is a first down for Georgia Tech. That is Cooley on the carry. King hands off again, same play, but different result. Morrison hits him in the backfield, and he's cleaned up for no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Bees. Handoff up the middle, finding some room is Cooley, and he gets 9 yards. 3rd and 1 so far. Georgia Tech able to run fairly well on the Irish. And they will try it once again, and it's stopped in the backfield. That was Felix on the carry. The Yellow Jackets will have to punt it away. Notre Dame gives up a one chunk play, but is able to get off the field. And Young takes this one to the 25, breaks the tackle, stopped at the 28-yard line. Well, as is typical with EA Sports games, it does a key players on the opposite sides of the ball. Very well done there. Riley Leonard and the Irish come out audible into the pistol. Hands off to Love up the gut for a gain of 3. Hey, Wheezy, good to see you. Yeah, Benny Rolls, a very consistent presence around here, as always. And Riley Leonard's first pass falls incomplete. Basically thrown at the feet of Bo Collins, his intended receiver. We'll try to pass again. This one goes across the middle. It's complete to Mitchell Evans. Goes across midfield and at the 42-yard line. So a huge play down the seam for the Irish. And they will go no huddle here to preserve whatever matchups they found against Georgia Tech. Check down the sideline for the play. Leonard still changing the play up at the line. And this will be a run, pulling guards, and Love goes right behind him for an 8-yard gain. Notre Dame getting close to field goal range now, but looking to start this drive with a touchdown, 2 tight ends. Play action. Riley has all day, throws and is complete to Mitchell Evans at the 11-yard line. So Notre Dame will still be able to get a first down and not score. Got a little bit of wiggle room here, but so far, Georgia Tech unable to stop them, and this pass is complete to Chris Mitchell. Two tight ends for the Irish. And a read option here. Leonard breaks one tackle, but is not able to break the other two in the backfield. Drop for a loss. It'll be 3rd and 8. Bees trying to hold firm, and they made a boo-boo. Irish get a gift of, let's see, they give them a full 5, or will it be half the distance? Now they will only give them 4, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Okay, the Irish can get on like the half-yard line and have a first down, but they'll just go ahead and, that was, you gotta be kidding me. That sure looked like a first down, and instead of going for it on 4th and inches, they will basically kick an extra point. Wow. I feel like the band should refuse to play the fight song after that cowardice. Unbelievable. Well, Georgia Tech's got to take that as a huge win. The Irish will take a 3-0 lead to start off the first quarter. And I know there's a lot of Sorrento cobering out there, but that could have been far worse for Tech. Oh, Bertimus, I see your jokes. The defense came to fight. King will come back out, starting on his own 17 this time. Hands off to Cooley. Cooley finds room up the middle for a 7-yard gain. now the Georgia Tech will come out with 4 receivers. King in the pistol. Will hand off again to Cooley. Is able to break a tackle at the line. Gets about 5 for a Georgia Tech first down. Again, Cooley will get this one, but he's stopped by Riley Mills right at the line. Only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for the Bees. King throws, and it's complete. Xavier Watts not able to make the tackle. And that ball goes all the way to the 35-yard line, and Georgia Tech will go no huddle to try to push the pace. That was Givens on the tackle to save the touchdown. Xavier Watts was all over his man, but could not bring him down. Cooley will get this one, and he is stopped by Bowen behind the line. 4 wide for Georgia Tech. Trips over towards the far sideline. And there's a handoff here. Tackle broken, and a big gain of 8. That was Felix on the carry. Now the first 5-wide drink of the game. 3rd and 4. King has a lot of time. No blitz from Notre Dame. And that pass is apparently complete. Down on the 12-yard line. And Hayes King goes for over 2,000 passing yards on that attempt. We'll get a replay here. And it does look like he got 1 foot dragged down in the end zone, or on the sideline rather, not in the end zone, I hope. 1st and 10, ball's on the 12. Trips over to the far sideline, but the quarter will expire. So after 1, Notre Dame with their lone drive, only able to get 3, stopped just inches short of the goal line. And thus far has really been 3 long drives total, or rather 2 of them were long. Georgia Tech's first drive was stopped pretty short. And they'll start the second quarter trying to punch it in the end zone. We got a flag on the play. Looks like we'll have a hold here. So Notre Dame, even though it was a tackle for loss, will push them back the full 10 and force them to work a little bit harder to get towards the end zone. Cooley goes in motion, handoff to Felix, hit behind the line, and Sneed cleans it up. 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 22 now for the Bees. Trips over towards the far sideline. King pulls it down, has a lot of room down the right side to the 10, dives, and that's a touchdown, Georgia Tech. I don't think you're getting a Heisman, King. Well, that was one heck of a run by the Yellow Jackets there. Hayes King, the Texas A&M transfer, caught the Irish sleeping. Everybody focused in on Cooley, and there was nobody taking the quarterback whatsoever. And Xavier Watts not able to catch up as Hayes dives into the end zone. So now Notre Dame might be regretting not going for it on 4th and fall down in the end zone. And Georgia Tech takes a 7-3 lead with 9:11 remaining in the half. And this is returnable. Young will be stopped short of the 20. So this is only the 2nd time the Irish have had the ball in the game, and they'll start at their 18. Hand off to Love. Hurdles a defender and gets 8 yards on first down. Ball now on the 27. Irish have 3 wide. Mitchell Evans is out on the right side of the line. And a read, play action, RPO, something like that. But Bo Collins, regardless of what you want to call it, is down all the way to the 42 on the deep slant. Notre Dame will hurry up, shift around the offense. We actually have Thomas playing as a tight end here in this formation. This goes to the real tight end, Mitchell Evans, for a gain of 7. I believe that is Evans' 3rd or 4th reception. I believe it's his 4th because he was stopped just short of the end zone and had 2 big gains. Leonard throws over the middle. That's complete to the second tight end, Raridan. 1st and 10, ball's inside the Georgia Tech 30. Play action. Leonard, lots of time. Now he's having to scramble. And, that probably should have been grounding. Did not go past the line of scrimmage. Leonard, back to pass, throws to the end zone. Oh, and it's swatted down by Tech. 3rd and 10, Irish trying to make sure this one ends with 6 and not 3. Leonard, back to pass, complete to Bo Collins. He breaks a tackle, but is stopped just short of the first down, and the sad field goals continue. This will be about a 37-yard attempt. The kick is up and good. So the Irish, they're one more field goal away from retaking the lead. 2 drives, stopped just short of a yard inside the red zone. And it is Georgia Tech 7, Notre Dame 6. How are you this upset by being up a point? Y'all must be a miserable bunch. Goodness. I thought our fans were bad. Jeter gets this one deep, but it will be returnable. And the Irish stop it at the 16. Goodness. 3 down linemen for the Irish. A little bit of a different look to start defense on this drive. And Sneed comes in and stuffs the run after a 2-yard gain. Georgia Tech has 3 wide. Irish come back out with 4 down linemen. King throws and completes. Ball gets to the 30-yard line. That is Leary on the catch. 5 minutes to go in the half. King in the pistol. Hands off to Cooley, who has a rocket on his butt and getting straight up the line for 6. Both Felix and Cooley in the backfield. And a read option this time. Actually, it looked like it might have been a triple option as Cooley looked ready for a pitch. Notre Dame stops it for a loss. 3rd and 7. Notre Dame trying to get Georgia Tech off the field. And that pass is complete down the near sideline. Out on the 50. I believe that was Rutherford on the catch. So a big 3rd down conversion to keep this drive going. 3:40 left to go in the half. King is going to get sacked. Was dancing around, couldn't decide where he was going to go. And that indecision absolutely cost him, as it'll now be 2nd and 17. R.J. Oben coming through big with the sack. Able to bull rush his man right into position to get the sack. Very, very nice play. King back to pass, and a nice catch as Gray was all over his receiver. It'll be 3rd and 9 on the Irish 48. King will pass, no blitz from the Irish. Deep passes, dropped. So now we will have a sad punt on the right side of the 50 for Georgia Tech. A high kick, getting angled towards the sideline, and that wasn't too bad. Still inside the 20. Irish will come out and start this drive with 3 wide. Throws over the middle to Thomas and gets 5 yards. We'll see if the Irish will get another snap off. No, they will not before the 2-minute warning. So 2-minute drill in effect now. Complete across the middle to Bo Collins. Ball's on the 45. Clock will stop momentarily. 1:55 remaining. Everybody has all their timeouts. Clock now ticking down to 1:50. Empty set for Riley Leonard. And that pass is swatted away. Had a matchup he wanted in a linebacker man coverage on Raridan, but not able to complete it. Leonard Comes down towards the sideline. It's complete, and Thomas wanted to go upfield but stepped out of bounds. Ball is now inside the 40. Notre Dame has 4 wide, 3 towards the far sideline, and it is picked off. Pass intended for Bo Collins, and this could be a big, big problem. Leonard trying to stop the pick 6, and will tackle on the 16. Oh, my goodness. And is he yelling at the guy in the chains? Wait, what the hell are they doing? Is he demonstrating on the whiteboard the route? What the hell celebration was that? That was a Riley no situation. He had Bo Collins. Bo had him beat, but the ball underthrown. And now with 1:30 remaining, Georgia Tech is inside the red zone. King is able to break loose, and he goes to the end zone for another Georgia Tech touchdown. And that's King's 2nd touchdown of the game. And what a momentum swing. Oh my goodness. That hurts a lot. Haynes King again saw there was no spy, saw that everybody was covered, and just took off and is able to get through Xavier Watts falling forward into the end zone. And now Notre Dame might be down 8 after this. Yeah, he had a rocket. He just blasted off there. Well, the good news is Notre Dame still has time to score before the end of the half. They have 1:20 left, all 3 of their timeouts. Riley Leonard comes out with 5 wide. Oh, man, drink. Leonard moving around, going to use his wheels now. Gets a first down, falls forward. Notre Dame takes a timeout. Ball is on the 34-yard line. Leonard looking around, more decisive this time, over the middle to Bo Collins for another first down. 1:09 remaining as the clock stops temporarily. 2 timeouts left for the Irish. Georgia Tech has all of them if they feel like using them. Another pass over the middle. This one is complete to Greathouse. Notre Dame uses their 2nd timeout, 59 seconds left. Ball is now across midfield. And a quick pass and a completion. Very nice touch there. Chris Mitchell pulls it down. 5 wide again for the Irish. 48 seconds left as this ball is snapped. Another quick pass and another first down for the Irish. Thomas pulls it down on the 10. Similar situation as the first drive. Irish go no huddle. 40 seconds remaining. Leonard, pass is complete to Evans. Stop short, 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 on the 7-yard line. 27 seconds left. Leonard scrambles, breaks a tackle, and throws it through the uprights. 3rd and 6. Notre Dame comes out with 5 wide again. And this pass goes to the end zone, and it's almost picked off, but we have a flag. That's why it was almost picked off. Pass interference. Notre Dame will get this ball on the 1. 3 tight ends, shotgun formation. Hands off to Love, who is stopped just inches short. Notre Dame uses their final timeout. 2 tight ends again, but Notre Dame comes out in the pistol. Leonard will pass through the uprights. I have no idea what he was doing. 14 seconds left. Called 2 plays. You have plenty of time. You can still run the football. But they'll go ahead and throw the quick pass into Mitchell Evans for an Irish touchdown. It took almost the entire half with 12 seconds remaining. The Irish put it in the end zone, and we'll see if they do crazy stuff. And why is Georgia Tech's cheerleader celebrating? This game's on drugs already. It's too early for this. Oh, both tight ends had drag crossing routes where they were open. Notre Dame wisely will not chase the points. They'll go ahead and go into the half down by just a single point. And they will get the ball back. This I remember. They kicked off to start the game. I didn't mess it up this time. A very short kick there. Oh! Well, that's an emphatic way to get ready to go into the half. All the Irish have to do is not make a big mental error, and they do that. And the half will run out here. Are they actually going to snap it to Neal? No, they are not. So at the half, a tight game as Georgia Tech takes a 1-point lead into the locker room, 14-13. And of course, as we do every halftime, this is your friendly reminder to go get those donations in at gamingforaven.org, or if you're on YouTube and Twitch live here, use the !extralife command, and that link will pop up in the chat that you're on. So please, 100% of your donations goes to helping change kids' health, going to cancer research at the Children's Health Foundation of Oklahoma City. And now we are back. Jabron Payne will get a chance to return this, but he doesn't get far, down at the 15. So the Irish will come out and attempt to get the lead for the first time since their first drive. And it'll start with a Jeremiah Love 3-yard gain. Notre Dame will come out with trips over to the far sideline. And it looked like Love decided to jump way, way off. He almost looked like he was running his full route there. So now it'll be 2nd and 12. Pass is complete to Evans, who is by far the leading receiver for the Irish. 3rd and 6. Notre Dame trying to stop from going 3 and out. The half blitz coming, but it's a screen. Lots of blockers for Love as he goes across the 30-yard line for an Irish first down. 1st and 10 on the 32. 4 wide for the Irish. Jadarian Price checks in, and he gets the ball, cuts through the line, is still cutting through, gets 5 hard-fought yards. Love checks back in. Another quick pass to Mitchell Evans. Lots of quick passes. That 2-minute drive was full of them, and now there's a couple more yards there for Evans. 3rd and 3. This will be a read option. That's a disaster. Completely blown up behind the line, and well, it's not a 3 and out, but it's a 6 and out, and Notre Dame will have to punt it away. Fair catch at the 24-yard line, where Georgia Tech will take over and try to preserve this lead. Hand off to Cooley, who cuts right up the gut once again, but only gets a couple yards. And that was one of the stories of the first half. Georgia Tech able to run it fairly effectively on this defense. King passes, 2-yard gain. Notre Dame trying to get their first 3 and out of the ball game. 3rd and 6. King has 4 wide. He's looking around. Pocket collapses. Throws to the near sideline. It's complete, but there's a flag, and that's going to be roughing, isn't it? Oh, my God. So complete disaster as Howard Cross roughs the passer, and now the ball is almost all the way to midfield. Handoff to Cooley. Going down the right side of the line, gets 5 yards. This could be going a lot better. 2 running backs. Little play action. King looking for options, throws deep, and it's swatted away by Givens. Great safety play there by the Irish. 3rd and 5. Delayed handoff, but Cooley does not go anywhere, loses a yard. And the saddest punt we've seen so far tonight on 4th and 6 in the 47. It'll get kicked away, and oh my dear God, he shanked it. So that was a net punt of 15 yards. Good job, everybody. Riley sends his only back in motion, and up the seam goes Evans for another Irish first down. I need to get some stats on him. He has to be over 100 yards by now, easily. So the ball is now on the Georgia Tech 40. 1st and 10 as the Irish go no huddle. They'll hand off to Love, who follows his pulling guard and gets 6 yards. 4 wide now for the Irish. Riley's in the pistol. Delayed handoff to Love, who's got a heck of a lot of room. Breaks through for a first down and then some. 10-plus yards for another Irish first down as Jadarian Price checks in. That was a weird snap, but Price gets it, and that was all kinds of weird. It's like he couldn't get around his own blockers. 1 yard gain, Love checks back in, 2 tight ends on the field. Hand off to Love, looking again to go behind a pulling guard, but is only able to get a yard there. 3rd and 8. Stacked receivers towards the far sideline. Leonard throws for a first down across the middle. Bo Collins pulls it in. About 1 minute left here in the third, and the Irish are inside the red zone. 1st and 10 on the 13. Price gets a handoff, is looking towards the end zone. Gets 9 yards. Ball's on the 4-yard line. 2nd and 1. Irish trying to go up by more than just a field goal this time around. Hand off to Love's got the room and is stopped just short of the goal line, but gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, 2 tight ends on a balanced line. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So we have a good one here so far tonight. Georgia Tech leads by 1 heading into the fourth quarter. And just in case you want to see what things look like in Simland, there was your top 25. 3 wide for the Irish. Love in the backfield to Riley's left. Bo Collins is up single high on the far sideline, but this will go untouched for Love for a touchdown. Yeah, there's been a lot of crazy stops at the goal line, but no worry there. Had a whole quarter break to think about it, and it's a touchdown for Notre Dame as Jeremiah Love is able to bust through easily. Great push by the offensive line. And now Notre Dame will start the point chasing and calculations and analytics and all that stuff. Direct snap. 2-point conversion is good. Caught everybody sleeping on the line. And Notre Dame is able to go up 7. A great 2-point call by Marcus Freeman and the Irish. Yeah, that one caught me by surprise, too. So now with a 7-point lead, the Notre Dame defense comes out to try to hold. Quick slant for a first down. Pass complete to Singleton. 1st and 10 on the 32. Haynes Keene has gotten both touchdowns with his feet. And Cooley, who has been a good weapon all game, is breaking tackles in the backfield. It gets 8 yards. 55 yards on the day for Cooley. Boy, he looks gassed back there, huffing and puffing. He gets a first down. And Felix will come in to spell the absolutely exhausted Cooley. 4 wide. Another handoff. Felix tries to go up the middle, gets 3 yards. Snead on the tackle. And back in is Cooley. King in the pistol. Play action. Gets sacked again by Oden. It'll be 3rd and 16. Howard Cross also in on the sack as well. We'll see who actually gets credit for it. Yes, it is Oben. It's his 2nd sack of the game. If there is one time you cannot get beat very, very quick as an O-lineman, it's on a play-action pass. King had no prayer on that one. Screen coming to a wide receiver, and there's a whole host of Irish, and Kaiser with the suplex to bring him back a couple more yards. 4th and 9 with under 7 minutes remaining. Notre Dame will try to bleed this clock and maybe see if they can't just put it out of reach with another score. Leonard will start this with a bubble screen. Flag on the play almost immediately. Thomas breaks the tackle. Be 8-yard gain if it stands. And it will not. First and 18. Irish are pushed back to their 8. Play action. Riley looking downfield. Has nobody. And is he throwing it away? Yes, he is. Second and 18 for Notre Dame. Leonard. Oh, Love tried to help out. Oh, my good Lord. Love was trying to save Leonard's skin, but was unable to hold the block just long enough. And that's Georgia Tech's first sack of the day. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. And I give Love credit. He did everything he could after the lineman got just flat beat. 3rd and 23. Notre Dame's just going to run this, giving the punter some room. And there will be about 5 minutes left by the time Tech gets this ball. And it'll be returned. It's going to be great field position for Georgia Tech just on the Irish 40. When did Jack Coates up in? Hand off to Cooley. He's stopped behind the line. Kaiser shedding his block very, very well. Drops him for a loss of 4. Notre Dame trying to clamp down when it matters most. A little RPO here, and the bubble screen only goes for 4 yards, so they're back at the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. King is back to pass. Irish only rush 4. Deep pass, flag on the play, and it's picked off. Benjamin Morrison. He's not injured here, folks, and gets to the 5. We'll see if it holds. And it will. Holding on the offense. Notre Dame's going to decline that and take the ball back. 4-minute drill time here. 4:26 left to go in regulation. And they will start on the ground, and we have another flag. Well, the good news is, because Morrison actually took it out of the end zone, they can't be penalized 10 yards. Oh, wait, that was defensive holding. Or was it downfield? I don't know. Is 1st and 10 at the same spot? I have no idea. 2nd and 3 now. Ball's on the 13. Less than 4 minutes to go. And the pass is complete through a very tight window, and Chris Mitchell survives a hit by 2 defenders to hold on. Just over 3 minutes to go. Play action. Leonard hits Evans for another first down. And there it is. Stats for Mitchell Evans, his 10th catch, 115 yards. This probably is going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And we have another play action, and Leonard wisely just takes the sack. And we are at the 2-minute warning. Georgia Tech has all 3 timeouts. It is 2nd and 11 for the Irish. Handoff here. Love, waiting for his blocks, is only able to get 4 yards. Tech takes a timeout. 3rd and 7. Irish looks like they're going to come out and pass for this one. Got 4 wide. Blitz coming. Leonard, complete. Greathouse gets free. And it's another timeout. Dance all you want, you stupid bee. That will probably ice it. Notre Dame just needs to run this sucker out. There's only 1 timeout left for Tech, and they use it right now. That dumb Yellow Jackets still dancing. 2nd and 7, 1:47 left. And another run. Love just takes his time, bleeds a couple of seconds with no lane. 3rd and 7, 4 wide again. Will Notre Dame dare pass it to try to put it away? Nope, they will run. It looks like Love's got it to space. And that's it. That will be the ball game as the Irish get a first down. Not stopped short this time. Victory formation. Notre Dame will leave Atlanta with their 6th victory of the year. Georgia Tech will fall to 5-3. A great game between these two teams. The Irish left a ton of points on the field, but Riley Leonard coming through in accounts. Look at that 75% completion percentage, over 300 yards, and gets 1 touchdown. Jeremiah Love with the other TD. And just like we've seen in real life, virtual Riley Leonard seems to be getting more comfortable with the offense as time goes on. So that will do it. Notre Dame comes out victorious, and you know what that means. We know what happened in this game, so let's take a look at what happened around the rest of college football. All right, let's take a look first at the scores from the previous week. We'll start with the ACC. See, FSU is competent here. I wasn't making that up. Oh, Clemson's your new number 1 and barely escaping Virginia. Wow. Miami takes out Louisville. NC State edges California. Wow. Let's see about the Big 12. Kansas stays undefeated because we all expected top 10 Kansas. Oh yeah, the drum line it takes a lot. We had a decade plus of hearing the old drum line, so I get it. UCF barely escaping Iowa State. Oklahoma State easily dispatches a BYU. Hold on. How's Colorado doing? 5-2. Oh, goodness. Number 18, Rutgers, 6-1. What? Michigan crawling their way back into the top 25 at 4-3. Oh, my goodness. Oregon at 6-1. SC barely escapes the Terps. Mizzou takes out Auburn. Aggies making the resume look good by taking out Mississippi State. Georgia demolishes Texas, doubles them up. Texas falling to 5-2 on the season, 1-2 in SEC play. LSU barely holding off the Hogs. Bama is able to hold off Tennessee. And Kentucky takes out Florida. They suck in this game, too. All right. Let's see. Now let's hop back and let's check the top 25. So Notre Dame doesn't move anywhere. Our 6-1 is apparently not as impressive as all the other 6-1s ahead of us. Save for SC, Miami, Kentucky, and Rutgers we're on top of. So no movement for the Irish there. Let's dig in and see where the movement happens. So Ohio State falls after having a bye. And Clemson, so this is funny. Like this is legitimately hilarious. Ohio State and Penn State have byes. And because Clemson barely beat Virginia, they went up to number 1. Alabama moves up with their win. Kansas State moves down, sure. But then we have a top 10 matchup. Oh, man. K-State and Kansas. A top 10 Kansas game. Top 10. Forget about undefeated Kansas. Forget about undefeated Kansas. Should have won your game. You want to keep your got to beat your bye. But a top 10 matchup against K-State and Kansas. Oh my drunk sim. LSU and A&M will face off next week in a top 25 matchup. Come on, Aggies, got to take out BK. Hey, everybody else moved up. Like multiple spots. What the fuck? Mizzou. Auburn. What the hell? By beating Auburn? Man, get wrecked by Alabama next week. Again, Notre Dame gets jumped for no freaking reason. Everybody else moved up because look at this shit. Everybody else moved up. A&M not ranked in the top 25. Goodness. Texas falling from number 9. Ouch. All right, what do the coaches poll have to say? they punished Penn State even worse for their bye week. Ohio State had the better bye week. You have to admit. Unbelievable. I love it. And Notre Dame drops. They were 11 in the coaches poll, but they let SC leapfrog Notre Dame because they beat Maryland. Cool. Makes total sense. Of course, everybody else moves up. All right. Well, that is going to do it for this stream. Thank you. Well, hold on. Thank you very much for watching in November. So I think the bye week. So we will sim Navy. And then I believe if I have my dates right, what is this scheduled? Now I'm losing track of my own weeks. I can't see it on screen, but yes, it is a bye. So we'll have Navy. We will sim the bye week, so we'll see how everything kind of shakes out. And then, man, that is 2 weeks away is game day. Holy, I ain't ready. I am not ready at all. But you know what? We'll be here again next Wednesday, 6:30, unless something goes haywire, which it always could because my life is insane. Anyways, we'll have that. We will have that, and I'll give you all an update on what the game day plans are sometime next week, I hope. But anyways, thank you for joining. Please spread the word about what we're going to do and all the craziness that'll happen. I owe a couple Doritos drinks as well. And also some good news as part of the volunteer hours, because everything I do is volunteer work on these streams, prepping for streams. Eventually there will be $800 as a donation reward for my company going to Extra Life. So when that actually hits, that will be another one there. But everything subs. I don't have anything special on YouTube, but for Twitch, like subscriptions, Prime subscriptions, get that free Bezos money in there. Bits, if you have them laying around, all of that. When I do get the Twitch payout, you can check my page at gameandforaven.org. It's about every 2 months I'm able to get enough for a payout. I pay it. My company ends up matching about a month or two later. So get everything in. Every little bit helps. Until next time, y'all. Go Irish and have a good one.